Well, welcome everyone to St Matthew's, Redhill. I'm Father Andrew, the vicar here, and here at the front of our parish church you will see that everything looks as if it's all ready for worship to carry on in its usual way. But at the moment, of course, we are closed for public worship. But the rest of our building is far from closed because we are also the centre for the Foodbank at St Matthew's, Redhill, which the diocese is kindly supporting through the Bishop's Lent call. And I'd like to show you some of the things that are happening in and around the church building on a standard day such as today. So you'd like to come with me? We'll go down to where you'll see the church in a very, very different light. Here are the side pews in the nave, and here are bags of generic food ready for us to respond to emergency calls from the council or other partnership networks so that we can take food out to people immediately they have need of it. And we like to work with our volunteers to get the food ready well in advance so that we can respond immediately to crisis calls. Now, as we walk along here, you'll begin to see how many of those bags of food we have ready. And then we have areas of stock here, different items that are ready to be brought into use and bagged up for our regular deliveries to clients. At the moment, we're averaging about over 100 households a week. Many of those come to collect their items from the door of the church, but many too now will have their items delivered to them by our team of deliverers. So as we walk through the church, we'll see where people used to sit Sunday by Sunday, and hopefully will sit once again. You can see the food ready to go, ready to be bagged up for the clients that we need. Now, I wanted to show you here at the back of the church because we have two cupboards. This is one of them, and 8 years ago when we started the food bank, this was what it was. There was a cupboard here, a cupboard there, and a second cupboard over the other side. And that was the totality of the food bank as we reached out and helped maybe 10, 20 families a week at maximum. But you will see that with the pandemic, this operation has grown out of all proportion and become a huge part of what we do here at St Matthew's. Down the side here you will see other items of food ready to go out. This is only a small percentage of the actual stock we have. These are the food areas that are ready for distribution. We'll show you in a moment more of how we manage our stock and cope with this increasing need. I'm now going to take you into the part of the church that used to be, and maybe one day will be again, our coffee shop, and show you what goes on in there. Here's the place where people used to come and enjoy a cup of coffee and a light lunch with us here at St Matthew's. It's now the delivery point. So as I mentioned earlier, increasingly we are taking bags of food out to individuals from this point, and every day's sets of deliveries are put on the shelves here and they are collected by our drivers here in the doorway. The delivery teams go out once a week to all our clients, and for some families that involves taking 5 bags of food or more to each location. We also offer some fresh fruit and vegetables and fresh bread, so that what we supply for our clients is not just a standard bag of food, but we try and make sure that that is linked to what the families and individuals really truly need. So in a moment, as it's a Wednesday, I'll be going out to do my delivery round soon, and here are in fact the bags of food ready for me to load into my car to take round to people in the next hour or so. Let me show you now something about how we receive goods for the use of the food bank. So here's where finally the operation begins. I showed you we began our life with 2 cupboards at the back of the church. This is what we end up with now. We have 2 large porter cabins here and a storage unit over here. And people locally have been so generous and kind in bringing donations for the food bank that this is where they tend to be brought. They are then sorted out in our porter cabins and in the shed, and then eventually brought down to the church so they can be set into patterns for delivery. We've been so pleased with the partnerships we've been able to form with people across the community here. Donations come from office blocks all around, local churches and local businesses. And we also have a very strong link with the local council and link in very much with the services they are seeking to provide, as well as linking up with the other food banks in Hawley and Merstham to make sure that we're working together and offering a complementary services. So once again, may I take the opportunity to thank everyone for their support of Foodbank at St Matthew's, and to let you know that everything you give will be used to support those who are enduring food poverty at this particular time. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for any support you are able to give.